I'm succumbing to the urge to vlog. That's what we do as vloggers, right? We have this urge, this compulsion. Some of us more than others. Some of us less than others. Some more sporadic. Some I wouldn't say prolific. But yeah, some more than others. I'm recording on my phone. And my new phone, still trying to get used to it, and I see that it has an image stabilization. I've checked some reviews. It's not an optical image stabilization, so I want to try it out. But yeah, so recording on my new phone. But back to that urge thing. Yeah, some more than others. You know, we give in. I have this urge. You know, if time allows me and I'm not busy doing something, sometimes I just want to pick up the camera and talk to it. Face vlogs. Yeah. Today I was outside doing yard work. I was raking. Yeah, raking in the spring. There are like at least 30 trees on our lot. And another dozen stumps that have been cut down in the yard. Yeah, they're left there. That's something I have to address, but yeah. Stumps in the yard too, but 30 trees. You know, my experience in the past with leaves and trees and leaves in the fall has been a couple of apple trees in the yard and complaining about the neighbor's 6 maple trees dumping their leaves in my yard. Well, I guess this is what I get for complaining about that, right? So, yeah, and you know, so I'm done doing that for now. I'll have to do some more tomorrow. Here it is, 40 degrees. Yesterday was 80. Yeah, it's going to be 60 again tomorrow. That's that up and down weather, right? I had the urge to vlog yesterday. Yeah, I was doing, well, repair, sort of a plumbing repair in the house. The toilet bolts were loose. And with the ceramic floor, one tile is just a hair lower than the other, and the toilet would rock. And yeah, they make shims for that, but there's no way to tighten it down because those bolts were loose. I lifted the toilet off recently to check it out and saw that the flange was broken. Nothing to hold the bolts in place. So I tackled that yesterday. I set my camera, my digital SLR up on a tripod. I walked around the house and showed myself shutting off the water main, going back to the bathroom, shutting off the water to the toilet, flushing the toilet, loosening the water line, lifting the toilet off, repairing that flange. Yeah, I documented the whole thing. A couple hours job, but you know what? Even after editing, it was like 9 minutes. And then my narration was all clipped because I had to edit it. Yeah, I didn't feel like doing a voiceover, so. But now I talked about it, so it's out of my system, right? Yeah. And I'm meeting my urge today by talking to my phone. And the neighbors are probably looking out their back window thinking, what the feck is going on? I watched Big Rab's video on VH Change, and I watched a couple of the reply videos. I watched Lovely Daddies and Silly Toms this morning. And Rab, you know, on my kayaking vlog, you said, Ning 3-0, what's that? Ning 3-0, what's that all about? And then today you did it again on Lovely Daddy's video. You know, you talked about community and you talked about not really paying attention to comments. Well, if you pay attention to comments, and yeah, we get notifications when we comment on a video that someone else has commented, I answered that for you. You know, so that's the whole thing about the community. You know, I mean, if you want to cry about community, but not, you know, that simple step, not take that simple step. You know, how can you complain? Okay, I got that off my chest. You know, I do watch your videos, so. William T's. Yeah. Lori occasionally. I just don't, you know, 30-minute, 45-minute videos. I don't know. There are a few people here I watch. You know, I mean, and, you know, I don't spend as much time on Bloggerheads as I used to. And like you said, you know, I used to put all kinds of hours into it. Well, you know what? Real life kind of interrupts that, doesn't it? Yeah. But I still pay attention. I still check in. I do watch videos. I don't comment on as many as I should, but I do comment. And I agree with a lot of what you said. what Silly Tom said and what Loathly Daddy said. And as for the Headleys, you know, I mean, yeah, you complain about that repeatedly. And, you know, people have pointed out to you, well, then people who complain should step up and do something about it. Now, I see some people are talking about getting involved now. You know, I think Daniel might be one of them. And that's good. I mean, I've helped in the past. Because it's always been member-driven. It has. It's been member-driven. And you know that because you've been on a commie committee yourself, so you know that. Some members that make it happen. So hopefully we'll see that happen again. But yeah, some of the things I had to say about the site. You know, and what Silly Tom, no, not Silly Tom, Loathly Daddy said about Ning 3.0 and what we're going to lose, you know, in the embedded videos and that sort of thing. As was pointed out in Shawnee's blog, he does have a good suggestion or a possibility. If there's any time to get off the Ning platform, this would be it, since we're going to lose our past videos anyway. You know, to find something that will, I guess we're going to have to see what Ning 3.0 looks like. You know, but to find something that's a little more appealing. Problem is, we'll probably have to pay our year's dues before that happens. And then if we don't like it, we're still stuck with it for a year. There are some beta Ning sites out there, Ning 3.0 sites, so I guess the thing to do is to look at those so we know what we don't want. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yep, I trying the image stabilization on this phone. Did I mention that? Yeah, it's got image stabilization. I want to figure out how it works, because it's hard holding the phone out and keeping it, you know, keeping it sort of steady. Yeah. Well, anyway, I got that urge out of the way. Just look forward to the next one, right? Ciao, folks. Log on. And all is well with the world.